Yo, what's up? Turn your engines on. Bro. We're gonna tell you a story about the game called Ride. And this is not the first part, not even the second, not even the third. It's not a trilogy, it's the sixth part of Ride. So, as you know, the Milestone is a developer, is no stranger to motorcycle games, as it mainly what the company thrives on. Well, it offers you the MotoGP series with the MXGP and its American counterpart Monster Energy Supercross. What if you just ride streets bikes with a friends or one of the part of motorcycle culture? Milestones has covered too with its Ride franchise. There are was once a game from the Polyphony Digital called Tourist Trophy, which allowed the purchase of motorcycles and the ability to upgrade them. This was very limited, but it was the Gran Turismo for motorcycles. 20 years later, Ride 6 fills the void that Gran Turismo couldn't do with the motorcycles. So, the title offers simulating handling for a variety of bikes, but also arcade handling for more approachable experience. This consists of both road and dirt tracks. While milestone games tend to be difficult to control, Ride 6 is extremely fun and accessible to race. The handling can be completely approachable and simple, or it can be difficult as you like. There are four different assist settings that can be adjusted, and the more experienced motorcycles you encounter will be more difficult to control. With having both dirt and the road motorcycles games and years of experience in development, the circulation of it all can be felt there. The difficulty is challenging, but not pushing any with the refined feature available. If needed. Each bike feels distinctly different across the board and handling model works very well. This includes simply launching the bike from the start. Players will need to account for the tire degradation at the times, but there is no tire temperature monitoring, not the brake temperature monitoring, nothing. The Simcade is a motorcycle form with some ability to upgrade and set up the bikes. You can also be a lesson for those squids looking for to learn about some of the bikes they don't see out on the roads. Players won't need to worry about different tire components like they do in the MotoGP series. There is a rain tires here to be used for certain terrain and rain conditions. The arcade experience of the Ride 6 is designed to simplify everything for the riders who are not accustomed to the motorcycles. These do not steer like cars as a barking earlier, starting a turn with the lean is how to control the bike. The controls are much more responsible than in the past, so no matter difficulty settings. The Pro mode will have players managing wheelies and accounting for more transaction and throttle pulling. It is satisfying to perfectly hit the apex of the corner. Plenty of racing games have a training mode to prepare the players to complete, but this usually ends up being surface level activities. Milestone has to improve their training modes in recent years across all their games. The Bridgestone Racing School offers not only key to successful handling the game, but also in real life. There is a narrator that will walk you through each of the skills and what you need to pass the course. You will complete against the course instructor and have to beat their times in these individual segments. With the beginner and advanced courses, the one hiccup when it comes down to bike launches, you can quickly find yourself lost its launching a bike correctly. When the game says go, the graphics actually has to go away before accepting any inputs. What's ironic it is that there is no training for the bike launching. The more powerful the bike, the more difficulty is the control of the line. These bikes will fit their front wheels, which causing a loss of time. You'll be attempting these for a good amount. Some other aspects of Bridgestone Racing School includes the Mugello challenges. This will help players doing the circuit experience to learn the track. There's also a suite of historical videos dealing in the history of the Bridgestone. These are pretty cool and worth watching. Overall, this training mode is really detailed and helpful for anyone interested in the riding. You'll learn the difference between what would the word and rear brakes do, for example, because it's more than just stopping. Much for like Forza Horizon Day at Ride 6 goes to the music festival routine with Ride fast. This is simply just the menu interface that sets an atmosphere for the game, as each race will have graphical cues to make the feeling more upbeat. This is a good implementation to add some livelihood to the games. There's no open world element to this game, but it's just a general theme to keep everything together. The music is purely EDM and can get taxing at the times as it keeps going and going. The career mode in Ride 6 is a major focus of the playing time, and he has over 30 hours of the gameplay here. The goal here is to race and unlock more events, which at the same time unlocks plenty of listener gear for your rides and even more bikes. Ride 6 offers 7 different riding categories as Milestone has added the baggers and maxi enduro the game. A lot of the modes in early stages will provide rental bikes. You take less of a cut, winning with the rentals. The other bike categories are sports bikes, naked scooters, endurance sports bike, motards. You can craft your own story, but it's going to want you play all of these events. Each event is based in the class, the type of racing. As you progress, longer the races grow up, it starts with the quick races, begin to include weather elements, then dire degeneration. Eventually, you reach the full qualifying session as no longer races with more caveats, but the similar how to Codemasters Gride series does its career mode. Ride 6 also features live legends that you will go up against in their respective genre. There are 10 in total, and they dominate their classes. They are a part of the career experience and include opening montages that are pretty cool. Actually, every event includes an opening montage. Outside the career mode, the players can create a race, do time attack with global leaderboards, or just jump into endurance racing. Multiplayer consists of two players, split screen racing, and online racing. Online racing supports up to 12 riders race, and it's also cross-platform with a notification when the bike rivals breaks your lap time. Monthly challenges available as well. A lobby system will expect both public and private for online racing. There is no matchmaking, and online functionality was not even active during the review stages. As mentioned previously, this is one of the funniest motorcycle video games experiences there is out there. It balances accessibility with simulation really well, and the game does not have a steep learning curve like some of the Milestone's other titles. The faster the bike you go with, the more difficult it's going to be to handle. All the bikes feel different bases on their classes. Is really dictated by the bike's weight and its power. The baggers, which are more exclusively Indian and not Harley Davidson, are very heavily and powerful. Think stock car, but not motor bicycles. They are not nimble. Well, sports bikes there have 1000 cc, which more faster than sub 600 cc counterparts, but with the bikes will handle much better. Setups play a pivotal role in Ride 6, but thankfully for these are no dissimilars and it's really helpful. There are a handful of suspension adjustment and that turn expectations and direct the understandable. These are the player roles in qualifying matchups for one-on-one match cups and an adjustment suspension with vastly improved bike specific tactics. This information is even more important in the rear world if you have motorcycles with adjustable suspensions. And um, for adjustments can be made where the traction, barking, wire control, and stability, you can control it. These are bikes from the 80s, 90s, and they are light. The amount of varieties of the bikes are crazy good. So for those who are looking for something like Gran Turismo with the bikes or Forza, Ride 6 is the closest thing you are going to get. A plethora of bikes, tracks, and the deep career mode will have players engage in a single player experience that doesn't force a grind. Bikes are fully upgradable with a licensed parts that provide different performances increase. The racing is fun with the AI that's quietly unpredictable but enjoyable as the times. The Bridgestone Racing School will add up anything that you game in the boarding. Suffers the technical areas with the consistent visuals and the bike sounds, along with a good bit of random. Yak with of law avoiding times with more calming in the future. This is the game that Squid and touristy handlers have been waiting for. Well, that's not on the that's pretty much it for today. So thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Goodbye.